Hi folks, hope you're doing well. Blake here and I'm back with another weekly music related YouTube video, and this is another one where I show you some easy songs you can add to your repertoire as a musician. So even if you're starting out on guitar and you're starting out learning music, or if you're a musician that has a lot of songs and you're just looking for a few more to kind of add to your set list, hopefully this will be helpful. In the past I've done videos on easy songs you can play in different keys like D and G, that sort of thing. And I've also done a list of songs you can learn which are really easy because they only have 2 chords in the entire song. So I'll put those in the cards above, but in this one we're going a tiny bit more complicated, but not very much. We're going for songs that have at most 3 chords or the variations of at most 3 chords in them, and here are 10 songs you can easily add to your repertoire. As always, I'm going to talk through each of the songs and I'll get slowly harder from the start to the end, but not that much harder. I'll put links to the tabs for each of these songs in the description below, so you can go down there and check them out. Finally, I just want to say, if you're into music related content, then please consider dropping me a like on this video and clicking subscribe and the notification bell buttons. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so the first song we're going to talk about is Wild Thing by the Troggs. So this is a rock song, I'm sure you'll know it. It was released in the 60s. It's got a big sound, but there's only 3 chords involved. Well, kind of. There's the chords A, D, and E. Now hopefully if you're watching this video you know how to play open chords, but if you don't, I have gone over it previously in another video, so I'll put a link to it here. But anyway, we're playing A, D and E chords, and then there is a, technically you could call it a chord, but it's basically just open strings. So, and the song goes like this. Okay, so in the verse we are playing A, D, E and D, and the pattern goes like this. So what you'll notice is there's 3 strums, with the first one being elongated on the A. 1, 2, 3. Then 2 strums on the D. Same on the next 2 bars. And again. Then we elongate the E. But instead of going back to the D here, we go into what is kind of the bridge version, and we simply play open strings and then hammer on our A. Wild thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Wild thing, wild thing, think I love you, but I wanna know for sure. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about this one too much because it's quite simple. Just check out the link below, but I'll just play the chords. It goes D, G, A and G in the verse, over and over basically, and then it goes D, G, kind of alternating, and on the third one D, G, A, G in the chorus. And I'll just play the second verse and the chorus so you can see what it sounds like, and it goes like this. People talk about me, baby, say I'm doing you wrong, doing you wrong. Don't worry, oh baby, don't worry, 'cause I'm right here where I belong. 'Cause I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. Play my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. Get my lovin' on the run. Ooh. Okay, so next up we've got another classic song. It's Bad Moon Rising by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Really well known song, and it uses simple chords. So we've got G, D and C. And again, we don't have a capo on now, so we've got open strings, open chords. And yeah, it's a pretty simple tab. It goes like this. I see a bad moon rising, I see trouble on the way, and I see earthquakes and lightning, and I see bad times today. Don't go out tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go out tonight, it's bound to take your life. Yeah. There's a bad moon on the rise. Okay, so next up we're going to do number 4 and number 5 together. The reason being is they use the same chords and in the same order as well. So the only difference is, with one I kind of changed them slightly, so to be with the record, with one I put a capo on the 2nd fret, and with one I put a capo on the 4th fret. So the two songs are What's Up by the Four Non-Blondes, kind of a soft rock, pop rock song from the 90s, and the other one is also a 90s hit and a one-hit wonder as well. It's Don't Worry Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin. So Bobby McFerrin's is on the capo 4th fret and What's Up is on the capo 2nd fret. I'm going to show you a little bit of both songs. So both songs use the same open chord shapes the whole way through, and it's G, A minor, C and G. Obviously the actual chord you're playing is different because of where the capo is, but the shapes you're using is the same. So for What's Up and for Don't Worry Be Happy, but essentially I'm making the same chord shapes. Hopefully you can see that on the video. So here's a little bit of What's Up. Realizing that I knew I should, life's made up of a brotherhood now, whatever that means. So I cry sometimes while I'm lying in bed, get it all out, it's in my head, and I feel a little peculiar. Wake up in the morning and step outside, take a deep breath, get real high now, scream what's going on. And I said, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, what's going on? So as you can see from that song, like I said, I'm playing G, A minor, C and G, but I'm also doing a little bit of experimenting, just kind of hammering fingers on. It just kind of moves the song a little bit. So if I show you what I mean, and then sort of hammering on this first finger for the A minor, so we can do this as well. This is just hammering on this kind of 4th finger here on the high, what would be the G. So the 3rd fret of the high E string. You don't have to do this, I just think it adds something to it myself, but it's up to you. Okay, so for this one, and again it's just me, I do the universally known strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down. Playing throughout it, you'd have heard this, and probably if you're a guitarist played this in lots of songs before. And again we're doing G, A minor, C and G. This time capo 4 for my voice. You can do the whistling in this song if you're good at whistling. I'm not very good at whistling, so I do this instead. But nevertheless, here is Don't Worry Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin. Here's a little song I wrote, you might wanna sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. Never like you got some trouble. When you worry, make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Worry, be happy now. Ba ba dum ba bum ba ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Okay, so the next song was actually big a couple of years ago. It's Closer by the Chainsmokers. Okay, so once again, Closer by the Chainsmokers only has 3 chords. One of them is the D, which we've already met. The other one is an E minor 7, so we take our normal E minor and then we take our other 2 fingers and we press down on the 3rd fret of the high E and the B strings. And then we've got a C add 9, so this looks like this. We take our first finger, we put it on the 2nd fret of the D string, we take our middle finger, we put it on the 3rd fret of the A string, which will be our C root note, and then we keep these 2 fingers here where they were for E minor 7. Really nice kind of bright sounding C chord variation. So the pattern here goes C add 9, D, E minor 7. So what I'm doing is for the C, I'm playing the C on its own and then pulling the 3 highest strings and then pulling all the strings that I need for the D chord. And then doing the same thing for E minor 7, so bass, E, and then the high strings, and then again D. I know it breaks your heart, moved to the city in a broke down car. 4 years no calls, now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar, and I can't stop. No, I can't stop. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite the tattoo on your shoulder, pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't never getting older, yeah. Okay, so next up we've got the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, and Hound Dog. So I've actually put this later on than you might think in the video, considering it only uses C, F and G. Doesn't have a capo, just uses open kind of chords. But the reason I've done that is I actually think this works better with it being a kind of rock and roll sort of song with playing bar chords rather than open chords. But it does work with open chords and I'm going to show you both. So if you're not sure how to do bar chords, I do an A style bar chord for the C and an E style bar chord for the F and G. And I've covered each of those in these videos in case you need to know how to play bar chords. But in case you want to do it open chords or bar chords, here are 2 versions you can kind of emulate. So first with open chords. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. And now with kind of bar chords. Well, they said you were high class, that was a lie. Said you were high class, that was just a lie. You ain't ever caught a rabbit, ain't no friend of mine. So do whichever one works best for you. Simply C, F, C, G, F, C. If you wanted to, you can put a G in before going into each verse. So that G can be what we call a turnaround, the end of a verse, leading into the next one. And so on. Okay, so this next song is 3 Little Birds by Bob Marley, and it's a very chilled out reggae song. Now the main thing with reggae is you have to play the notes on the kind of offbeat, so it'd be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so you play it on the ands. And this one goes between A, D, D and E. And it goes like this. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Singing don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile like the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Okay, next up we've got Lightning Bolt by Bugg. So this goes E, B, A, E. Now this song has a B major chord in it, and there's not a lot of ways to play a B major chord in an open kind of way, which is easy. So what we do here is we take our kind of first finger and we fret down, we bar across the 2nd fret on all the strings apart from the bass E string, and then we take these 3 fingers and we put them on the D, the G and the B strings. Some people do it like this is most comfortable for me. Some people also flatten a finger, usually the 3rd finger, and cover all 3, so whichever is most comfortable to you. And then we play that, and that's our B chord, and the song goes like this. Pure grey morning, don't know what the day is holding. Get uptight, walk right into the path of a lightning bolt. Everyone I see just wanna walk with greater teeth that I just stare by. With my time, you know you gotta talk the line. What an apple when I see that sign, I jump on a lightning bolt. Okay, and finally we've got one more classic song. It's by America and it's Horse with No Name. Again, this uses kind of just a few variations of chords. They're going to sound quite complex, but when you actually play them, they're really simple. Just put it at the end because it's a chilled out song, great one to learn, and it's kind of got simple chords, but again, they've got a bit more complicated names. So here's what they look like. So we've just got this for the verse. It goes between E minor, and that 2nd chord is literally just one note we're holding down, which is the 2nd fret of the G string. So we're going from E minor to this chord, and on the tab anyway, they call this D6/9. And then we change this up a little bit in the chorus. So in the chorus, we're still going E minor to D, but we're going E minor 9 to D major 9. So how do we do that? We go E minor 9, so we take our first finger like we're playing an E minor 7 when we do an E minor 7 like this, and then we put on a finger at the very bottom on the high E string. That's our E minor 9. And then we go from that to playing this, so we're just holding down the 2nd fret of the G and the B strings, and we're playing this, which is a D major 9. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz and the sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry. The air was full of sound. Been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to get out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name. There ain't no one there to give you no pain. La 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 Okay, thank you very much for watching. That was a list of 10 songs that only use 3 chords or variations of 3 chords, and therefore really easy to add them to your repertoire if you don't play them already. Please do have a practice. Like I said, all the ones you need, all the tabs for the songs I've suggested are below in the description, so you can look up the chords and everything there. And I hope this is helpful to you. If it is, please consider liking the video, commenting to let me know what sort of stuff you like watching. And if you're into music related content on YouTube, then please consider subscribing and clicking the little notification bell buttons. By doing so, you get notified every time I do a new video, which is every week or so. And I not only do videos like this, where I suggest loads of songs you can learn, which are easy to pick up, but I also do vlogs, I do guitar lessons, I do my own music, I do reactions to fantastic guitarists, I promote local musicians, I do loads and loads of stuff, and I do it every single week. So if you are keen, please consider clicking subscribe and the notification bell. Thanks very much, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.
I find sweet, got a tongue full of words and a number of worlds. Smile too bright to